All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into today's edition of In the Game. I am your host, Hustle, and as always, we're going to be diving into the crypto gaming markets, but more so, we're seeing Bitcoin bouncing really hard right now. I kind of think this is an adverse effect of everything that we've had culminated into this market so far. Rand tweeted this morning about how we've survived all of these catalysts, and now we're still seeing Bitcoin at 27K. And I mean, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, we've gone from the mid 26s up to, we're basically at 28K at this moment in time. So we're going to go ahead and talk about why this is happening. We're seeing the Bitcoin dominance chart absolutely skyrocket as something has interrupted my trading view, but we will go ahead and get back to that dominance chart here in just a second and go over the biggest news. And I have 10 altcoins that I think are fantastic opportunities to DCA in over this bear market into the next cycle. So we're going to get into that as well. Like the video and subscribe for more every single day here on Banter and on In the Game. We're going to waste no time on today's show. All content, no fluff, and straight to our sponsors here on In the Game as well. Bybit, one of the leading exchanges in all of crypto. NordVPN for all of your needs navigating crypto securely without disclosing your IP address. And Vulcan Forge, one of the leading blockchain gaming studios and platforms in the entire space. Let's go ahead and dive into it as we're now seeing this Bitcoin dominance chart cross 50%. This is a 2-year high on Bitcoin dominance. I mentioned this yesterday, and this has a big reason why. If we were to go to Bitcoin and we just go back to my watch list here, we're not seeing altcoins rally quite as hard as we are seeing Bitcoin rally. So if we go to the 24-hour chart, we do have some coins up, 6%, 8%. Usually when Bitcoin runs 3.5% in a single day, altcoins give a much more volatile move upward. But right now, the dominance is at a level to where people are mainly in Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think those are the ones that are going to catch the most activity for now. But this gives us really good opportunities to get into other altcoins. And as Alex Becker says here, make money now, build, work, build. Invest in crypto gaming prior to 2024. We talk about that all the time. 2024, 2025 are going to be the mass adoption, the biggest years for crypto and crypto gaming, especially after the halving. And then he says, make turbo bank in the run and ruthlessly dump it all and GTFO in 2025. Now, I know Becker wants to hold off on some of those positions as he sees this market getting a little bit worse. But honestly, if you have conviction in these next few tokens I'm going to talk about, and you have a strategy and you're confident that these market caps are a bit undervalued, which full disclosure, I think a lot of these market caps are undervalued. A market cap of like 6 billion, I believe, on Polygon, who is powering 𝗙𝗏𝗡, which is Nike's Web3 subsidiary. And as we see here, today they announced 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗏. This is inside of Fortnite. It's a first of its kind Air Max themed Fortnite experience, which is now open through 6/27. So it wasn't quite the speculation that we put together yesterday on the show that they were going to have these collectibles inside the game, more so of a Nike supply drop sneaker hunt experience that they're using inside of Fortnite Creative. But nonetheless, really cool to see Polygon powered 𝗙𝗏𝗡 do this inside of Fortnite. And then we see here today, Ryan Wyatt with a huge announcement that Polygon Labs is proposing an upgrade to the Polygon POS to turn it into a 𝗍𝗵𝗋𝗋 Validium and into a true L2 reorg elimination, faster transaction confirmations, increased scalability, and greater decentralization. I truly think, like I mentioned on yesterday's show, Polygon is one of the lowest risk, but really high reward plays heading into the next cycle. So I am actively DCAing into Polygon. Another one I'm actively DCAing into in this market is Vulcan Forge. Every single time it goes under $3, I just see this as a massive value prop because everything they have built with the Elysium blockchain, the Metascapes platform, and they're adding more games to their stack on the platform every single day at this market cap around $80 million. I could see this being over $1 billion market cap heading into the next cycle, and that's a 10x from here. And as we see here, their Metascapes platform, I think that their demographic they're targeting is correct. 83% of the metaverse users are under 18 years old. 52% of US adults find metaverse complex or concepts too complex. And 50% of the top 10 metaverse investors are gaming company. Our metaverse as a service is designed to simplify building in the virtual world. And they have a really cool AI capability to be able to build these worlds with just the prompt of an AI. So I think Vulcan Forge is a fantastic investment at or lower than $3 for the long haul. And I'm super bullish on everything that Jamie and the team is building over there. Another one that I think that whenever the bull run gets here, this one is going to be one of the biggest gainers in the crypto gaming space. And I'll tell you why. Gala Games has pushed the most product in the industry. They have 28 games on the platform, 2.2 billion in rewards distributed to their players. And despite what they say about ROI and their token, etc., their token is how you get behind Gala Games. And if you believe in Gala Games, then you would be investing into the token. I think under 2 cents is the target here. 1.8 cents, somewhere around there. It's at about 2.3 cents at this moment in time. But I do think around 2 cents, this is the price pre-bull run last year, or 2021. So 2 cents, you're getting a really good value proposition on what has basically been the closest thing to an Activision, Riot Games, Epic Games inside of this industry. And keep in mind, guys, these are long-term accumulations. So altcoins with this Bitcoin dominance, they're not going to see just this massive run-up at this time. But what that benefits you as the long-term conviction investor is that you have time to add up these positions heading into the next cycle and heading into the crypto gaming adoption. And then my low cap in the gaming space would be Altura. I think under 3 cents, fantastic accumulation levels, especially when you take a look at this market cap, which is at $20 million. This is an easy 10x, 20x heading into the next cycle. And that's not even fluff. That is me just being completely honest with you with this market cap, with the product that they are building, their partnership with Telos, their partnership with all these different games, bringing Web 2 games into the Web 3 space at the snap of a finger. Altura's technology is second to none, and I'm super bullish on Altura. It's my top low cap altcoin pick heading into the next run as well. And as far as gaming, I mean, you guys know these tokens, but these are the ones you need to be narrowed down on. I'm super bullish on Veracity. I think kind of like Render, Veracity is one of the best companies in Web3 with their ad technology and their esports and streaming side. They kind of give the best of both worlds, real world business and gaming. So I'm really bullish on Veracity. Ultra pushing over 250 gaming publishers on their platform. You're basically investing into the Steam of crypto gaming. This one has not been getting the most liquidity, and I could honestly see it getting closer to 15 cents during these time periods, and especially if the Bitcoin dominance continues to rise, or if we see that eventual dump in the markets that a lot of people think we're going to get. I don't know that we're going to get that turbo dump, however. With everything that's played out, Binance, Coinbase, all the different things, we may have seen the worst of the news side of it. So unless the stock market nukes and the whole economy nukes and we kind of see a full-blown recession or something happen with the interest rates, I don't know. I don't want to say it's up from here, but the catalysts are in to FUD and kind of diminish the crypto prices. And it could be a really good time to start adding up those positions. I've added on my positions on stuff like Veracity, on stuff like Avalanche, alongside Polygon. I think Avalanche is one that's just killing it in the gaming side of it with TSM, with Shrapnel building on it, with Gunzilla building on it. They just have so much going on. And kind of like Polygon, their business development team has been top tier. They've onboarded Tencent, like I said, TSM, Loco Legends. They've really been doing a lot to cater to the Web 2 audience and Web 2 games coming into Web 3. And then my honorable mention here would be 𝗵𝗵𝗋𝗋𝗋. Tokenomics aside, 𝗵𝗵𝗋𝗋 has me sitting on the sidelines for now. I think we get a little bit lower prices on 𝗵𝗵𝗋𝗋𝗋. but that is for the future. Whenever I do invest in 𝗵𝗵𝗋𝗃, you will know here on In the Game, but I am just giving you the rundown of building a safe long-term portfolio within the crypto gaming space. And so far, we've gotten Polygon, Vulcan Forged, Gala, Altura, Veracity, Ultra, Avalanche, and the last one on the gaming side for today is Magic. So that should be, I think, 8 or 9 right there. I'm going to give you 2 more in the AI niche that I think if you put together a long-term portfolio in these time periods, come the next cycle, if you have patience, this portfolio will be a massive winner on the other side. Magic, you're getting exposure to the entire Arbitrum gaming ecosystem. This right here is a no-brainer. If you believe in Arbitrum, you believe in the future of their network, and you believe in the games on their network. I'm betting big on Magic. I think that 𝗪𝗓 Magic has a huge future ahead of it, and I think Arbitrum's due for another run. Stuff like Spartadex goes live, stuff like GameSwift goes live. GameSwift, they just partnered up with Pacific Meta, and this actually enters them into that Asian market, the Japanese market. So this is huge. They're a consulting company that connects the Japanese community with other parts of the world. And the GameSwift token launch is also coming up right around the corner with their airdrop. I know I'm getting into it quickly today, but here's the thing. I know it's not new tokens, but this is the time period to be making those positions, guys. I know it's not fun. Despite what Bitcoin's doing at this moment in time, altcoins are just not moving. We're above 28,000 now. So, altcoins are just kind of staying stagnant. And I know it's getting boring, but that's what they want. They want to shake you out of your bags. They want to shake you out of your positions. And I think now is the time that you should be doubling down, tripling down. You're never going to catch the bottom. I won't say never. It's really hard to catch any bottom of any market to the T, right? A lot of people think we're up from here into the 30,000 levels because of the catalysts that have occurred. And a lot of people think we're going to go lower. We're going to see new lows, on the local side as far as Bitcoin because of the catalysts and the economy, etc. No matter what, if you have a strategy, you set aside X% of capital and you get involved in the crypto gaming, metaverse, NFT, and AI side, I can guarantee you it's going to be much easier and comforting if you just DCA consistently. It goes back to the tweet that I covered from 𝗍𝗶𝗋𝗄 a few weeks ago. 𝗍𝗶𝗋𝗄 said, you will have less headaches and you will be able to sleep at night if you just strategically DCA into these things rather than just stressing over every pump and dump. Did I miss the bottom? No. You have that consistent exposure on your long-term portfolio if you are to take this advice. So let's get into the last 2 tokens here on the show. Render has seen a nice bounce since its lows in the low $1.90 ranges, and it makes sense. Their products being used in some of the biggest companies and brands in the world. This right here was rendered by Render, and it's like a Premier League schedule preview. Really well done, and it's like going around to different sceneries. It's showing the Man City, Arsenal, I think that's Wolves versus Nottingham Forest. It's just got so many different things here inside of this visual. This is all made using Render. They made the Halo developers Web3 game trailer with Render. They made the Pudgy Penguins trailer with Render. This is, I've said it once, I'll say it again. This is the closest thing you'll find in Web3 to NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is now the 3rd largest company in the world. So if you do the math and you DCA into Render over these time periods, I think you're going to come out massively on top as far as computing, as far as AI goes. And then my top AI specific token, I kind of have Render in a multi-sector, computing, metaverse, and AI. My top AI specific token is Ocean Protocol. Their protocol is actually one that works and you can actually benefit from, and it provides tangible use cases to multiple different aspects of business and operations. So I actually DCA'd in this around 26 cents. It's up to 34 cents because here's the thing, and here's the bottom line. When things are boring, they want you to leave. They want you to sell. They want you to think the industry is a scam. This whole thing, the US, the Operation Choke Point to try to kill crypto in the US, it's all to try to lead you to their CBDCs over time and actually trying to shake you out of your positions so you don't make money in this industry. We have literal legislators calling us crypto bros over here. But in reality, these protocols that I just listed, the Avalanches, the Polygons, the top blockchains, they're going to have use cases forever. Gala, Vulcan Forged, Magic, they're going to be pushing some of the big Ultra. They're going to be pushing some of the biggest Web3 gaming titles underneath their roof for years to come. The Alturas, the Veracities, the Oasis networks, the renders, these are going to be the infrastructure. These are going to be the businesses that emerge that are underneath all of these big tech companies inside of Web3 that are powering Web3 experiences. That's why this is my long-term bag. And I think the thumbnail says long-term buys or something like that today. And this is the long-term portfolio. I just gave you 11 tokens. We can come back to this video in the 2024-2025 bull cycle. And we can compare. If you were to just put this portfolio together, I'm actually going to do this. After the show, I'll go put these 11 tokens on a watch list by itself. I will mark the day. It'll show when I created it on June 20th, 2023. And we'll come back to this next cycle and we'll see what that portfolio has done. But this would be my long-term buy position portfolio. Let's just throw Bitcoin in there because I think Bitcoin is going to get those short-term liquidity gains. So Bitcoin, Polygon, Vulcan Forged, Gala, Altura, Render, Oasis, Veracity, Ultra, Avalanche, and Magic. That's the 11 token portfolio that I think right now I would be lining up at the door to get positions into if you don't have them already and have a long-term mindset. Nothing's going to happen overnight. And if you let the big news events and stuff shake you out of your bags, it actually should be the opposite. The big negative news should be making you DCA into these things. When I see those big news drops, when I see those big bloody catalysts, I actually enter into the coins that I think are undervalued at that point in time because we do typically see a bounce. And we have seen it on tokens like Render, like Vulcan Forge, like Polygon when it got delisted from Robinhood. So these are the times to be putting those portfolios together. And these are not the times to be packing up your bags and leaving. So guys, like the video and subscribe for more. I'll be back as always with another video, and play well, my friends.